Welcome to another episode of the Blood Knight Reacts, episode 4. 10 things I've learned from working retail for 12 years. Or that's how, but that's the close. That's the title, yeah. So yeah, found a few videos online to react to, and I'm gonna check them out. Some of this video, I did watch a good chunk of it, but that's been a while ago, so it's like not quite fresh in my mind. Let's get into it. This is from the YouTuber Stephen John. I'm gonna be making a separate playlist for videos I've reacted to. And yeah, let's get into it.
This is me. I've been pushing trolleys the past 12 years. In this video, I'll share 10 things I learned during that time. So before I crack on with the rest of the video, I actually needed a minute. I did my filming for this video this morning, and now I've had quite an unpleasant experience, so I needed to vent. I thought it was fitting to include in this video. So basically, I was just going about my job, and 3 grown men, not to be too judgmental, look like they've never worked a day in their life, very rough looking. They shouted at the top of their voice, "Trolley boy." Which, yes, it's funny if you're 15 years old, but when you're a grown man, not so much.
Yeah, it's crazy out there, folks. I've seen grown adults. I work fast food. I've seen grown adults throw fucking hissy fits because their order there's like something wrong with their order. It's crazy out there, folks.
Anyway, I kept calm, walked over and said, "My name is Steve, have some respect." They all went quiet, of course. I walked off. Guess what? They started shouting again. So, of course, I'm angry inside. I'm also proud of myself for controlling and channeling my anger. Now, this is a good job.
I definitely believe some people out there, it's like, you gotta tell them to F off, you know. You definitely gotta stand your ground.
For me to provide a link for a recent video I did on channeling your anger. Who's the loser in this situation? Is it Trolley Boy just going about his day at work? Or are the losers the 3 grown men who aren't at work and are mocking normal working people? That's the funny thing. On the surface, I'm just a trolley boy, but this is a good example of I'm more than just my job title. You don't know me. You don't know my situation. You don't know my bank balance.
Oh yeah.
So that's true. It's not going to be a surprising inclusion, given that we're talking about retail, service-type jobs. People are selfish and lazy. Now, to best demonstrate some of the...
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. People ain't... It's like on the job, too. It's like I've met my fair share of lazy bums. It's like, they don't want to fucking clean things properly or they'll do shortcuts. And it's like, yeah.
These lovely behaviours that I always experience in Asda Scout Park. I brought in this look.
Or worse yet, it's like they only give you like 10, your supervisors or something. They give you like 10 minutes to like clean each washroom or something like that. 10, 20 minutes. And it's like, yeah, no, it's like you're doing to do a thorough clean, to clean the walls, to clean the sink, clean the urinals, clean the counters. And underneath the air dryer, it's like, yeah.
Lovely gentleman. Let's call him Mike.
They say
Savings account for interest. And a checking account for
Oh.
everyday use. Then they charge you fees on both.
God fucking
How
damn
about
these
one account
ads.
that does both?
Who are these fucking ads?
Stunlight Trap attracts and traps flying insects 24/7. And Stunlight Trap is free
No,
of chemical
fuck YouTube
insecticides.
and their ads. Fuck them.
So no matter what the day cooks up for you, you're never bugged.
These
Stunlight Trap.
unskippable fucking ads.
That's lucky. The last remaining disabled car parking spots. I mean, I could go and park a little further out, but life is all about hierarchies, and I am at the very top. I deserve this parking spot. Anyone disabled will just have to wait. People like me are above the rules. Besides, I drive an Audi, and everyone knows we get special privileges automatically. That is my shopping done. Where to put the trolley? Looks like the beer is 20 meters away. I will just leave it here. I know it is windy, but I do not care if the trolley blows into somebody else's car, as long as it does not blow into mine. Man, being this selfish is making me hungry. I will eat my banana. Where to put the banana skin? I see a bin, but again, it is too far away for my liking. I will leave it in the trolley. I don't respect the workers here.
Yeah,
anyway.
some people are
They are all
fucking
beneath
pigs.
And of course, as well as Mike's examples, there are numerous other examples of customers just being so disrespectful and selfish. For example, they regularly drive through no entry signs, drive through cones. If it's a really good...
So yeah, I work fast food. It's like one time, it's like person goes. It's like I was getting tired, you know. My voice sounded a bit rough. And yeah, this woman said to me, "She's like, you need to work on better customer service." It's like, yeah, it's like I had at the time I had a rough day, you know, sounding a bit rough and haggard. And it's like another day, it's like fucking guy drove through the drive-through, and it's like you need to be. It's like you need to be more. What was it? Professional. It's like, buddy, I've been on my buddy. It's like what I wanted to say though. It's like, buddy, been on my feet well over 7 hours, 6-7 hours, however long it'd been. It's like, yeah, you try doing this job and not being tired. Yeah.
Busy day, and there are none of the small trolleys. Rather than being polite and maybe have a bit of sympathy towards how busy I am, they'll usually cross their arms, look disgusted, and say something like, "Where's all your small trolleys? I don't like the big ones." Next on the list, some people are nice. The opposite way of being.
This is true. I've encountered my fair share of nice customers, you know. And yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true, folks. There are nice people. A majority of people. So you just want hit and be on your way, you know. A lot of people.
So, I get all my regulars who ask me how I am, how my day is, engage in small talk. It's just simple little things that might put a little smile on your face, that little bit of joke
It's
to
true.
get through the day. I've had customers buy me little things like chocolate or a scratch card, whether that's at Christmas or just now and again just to say thank you. It's these type of people, the nice, respectful people, who you will now become.
Yeah, I once had a customer buy me a new belt. It's like my belt was getting worn down, and I had used a liberal amount of Gorilla Tape to repair it. And yeah, customer bought me a belt. That was like decent.
Well, with your way to help them. What people don't realise when they have such a bad attitude and such disrespect towards workers, we aren't going to help them. Or certainly aren't going to go out of our way to help them. They're again makes a big difference in terms of
Oh,
getting
yeah.
through your day, whether it's the trolley lads outside or what.
Yeah, work with a lot of nice people. All different backgrounds of life. It's true.
I get on well with all of them, all the staff members inside. I acknowledge most people are polite, and I'm on good talking terms with a lot of them. This extends to management too, which I've spoken about before, and I'll probably speak about later. I think there's a lot of truth to the saying people don't often leave jobs, they leave people. You know, if they hate their colleagues, hate their
True.
bosses, then it's a toxic environment. And that's certainly true for me. I wouldn't be able to last 12 years in my job if I was being micromanaged, or if I didn't get on with my colleagues. Just generally, I wasn't able to speak to colleagues. It would be a different story. There's always one or two ignorant people. There's one or two ignorant managers who don't even get the time of day, don't acknowledge it, but they don't have anything.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Where I work, it's like they fucking expect you to work like you're a fucking Superman or a fucking magician, you know. And yeah, they bitch and complain because the numbers aren't good. They're not green.
To do with me on my job, so I will lose sleep over it. I'm someone who really loves my own company, but even for me, as a real introvert, it is nice to be able to have the option at least to just have a chat for 1 or 2 minutes with a few colleagues if you feel it.
Yeah. I met a lot of good people. It's like I've worked with immigrants, you know, talked to them about political stuff. I've met a lot of I've met my fair share of Indian men who are based. Who are completely based. And it's like, it's good. It's the one good thing about immigration. It's like you get to meet based people from all over the world. In Canada, it's pretty much the only good thing for that. It's like, yeah, Canada is overloaded. But yeah.
Me too. After all, they say work smart, not work hard. Chatting with colleagues is part of working smart. Obviously, another advantage to getting on with your colleagues is it makes it easier to sort out things such as shift swaps that covering each other. Number 3 on the list, some people will question why you work here. I've noticed this is more common in your younger years. I don't get it as much now as people who I'm settled and I'm not going anywhere. I think a lot of people, to be fair, mean well when they say stuff like, oh, you're at uni too, just assuming you're not just going to be full-time in retail. They'll see you and be like, oh, you're still working here? Maybe it's a compliment to myself in that they think I should be doing better. But
yeah, some people, it's the regulars, when they ask that, it's like, oh, you're working, I haven't seen you in a while. It's like, yeah, it's because they care, you know? In a good way.
until you really get to know somebody, they might be really sensitive to you saying things like, oh, you should get another job. You don't know that person, you don't know their circumstances until you take the time to get to know them ultimately. And if you are somebody who's struggling with your mental strength and feeling more confidence, it probably isn't going to help if people keep having jabs together. What are you doing with your life? I never lost any sleep over people saying things like that, but it does annoy you. But I did have goals, I did have ambitions, I still do. So whereas in the past I might have a bit of shame about saying I work in retail, I can say it proud now because I am more than my job, and I like to think that despite being a troll pusher, I've done okay for myself. Number 4 on the list, some people will think your job is good. Now, contrary to my last point, there are people who will see.
Yeah, to a certain extent, that's true. I'd say people think your job is easy. It's like where I work, it's like it's easy work. It's like once you know all the stuff, it's easy enough work to remember. But it's like once you learn everything, yeah, it's the repetitive nature though. it's the repetitive nature of the beast.
The advantages to liking my job, whether they see the appeal of liking on my own, being outside. Obviously, a lot of people will see the appeal of my job when the sun is out, but not so much when it's cold and freezing and raining. I guess just to summarise this point, it's the old saying of one man's rubbish is another man's treasure. What some people regard as a good job is a bad job for other people, and vice versa. It all depends on your personality. Number 5, being outdoors is important. I don't need to go to the gym. I get my exercise in every day. I get my steps in.
Oh yeah, you're getting your vitamin D. My job is indoor work. So yeah. Although I like to walk to work, you know. It's good exercise to and from, you know.
I like being outside. I like being on life. Just
Not much else to say on this one. I don't work outside.
Wix. One platform.
Oh, YouTube.
Unlimited creation.
Oh, it brings up the skip window.
things on the list. Nature can be brutal. So, unlike the last point where I'm saying nature is important, get outside, get some exercise. Of course, there are days where it's grey, wet, freezing.
Oh hell yeah!
Those days, even if my feet are soaked, I just try and stay positive.
Like commuting to work, it's like some days in Canada, it's like you just go fuck it, take a cab. That's expensive, but it's the nature of the beast.
Positive and tell myself it could be a lot worse, and it's still likely always going to be my job. Number 7, downtime can be good. Like now, because I get to record this video. So, good things about downtime. Have your thoughts, take a deep breath, browse your phone, ring your loved one, try and record videos discreetly. So yeah, just try and appreciate
Hell yeah.
downtime, because there will be
True.
many times, usually on a weekend, when it's not downtime.
True. True, you know. I'm off for 4 days because labor costs, you know. And yeah. Downtime is important. It's been a boon. I've been off the past few days at the recording of this video. It's like, yeah, downtime. Yeah.
And it's on your feet all day. Number 8, downtime can drive you insane. Now, leading on from the last point,
Oh, I've never encountered that. I mostly just sleep, you know. But yeah, go to bed early.
having an hour or two of downtime is great. For 3 or 4 hours, you start to feel yourself going a bit crazy. And people often always say to me, well, isn't your job boring? Well, yes, it can be. And most times I'm happy with that, because to me, boring is a luxury. Yeah, there are times when you've got a few hours maybe on an evening with nothing to do. It can send you a little bit crazy. You're almost in your head a little bit too much. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to.
On the job, you can you go a little bit. Woo-hoo. Yeah.
Spend some time and create a YouTube channel.
Oh yeah. Especially if you're working
Whether
fast
I
food.
like boredom or I don't, I've got goals to achieve, and I know I can tolerate my job, so I turn up to work and put the hours in, and I get paid.
Yeah.
And
So-
the job you tolerate is not to be taken for granted. Now, we all know someone who is struggling to maybe find a job
Oh, yeah.
or hates the job. You only have to look online to see people in such cases. So not only do I need to be grateful for having a job, I need to be grateful for the job itself. Like I touched on before, I'm outside in fresh air, I'm exercising, I've got autonomy, I can listen to music. I've also got the experience, albeit a small experience, of jobs I hated. Before I started this job at 21, I had 2 or 3 jobs that I just lasted a matter of hours or days. More recently, a few years ago, I tried working on prison service, did my training, and ultimately left a week or 2 later because I and driving that now again linking into the last point of enjoying the fact that my job is vulnerable. Alright.
If you're working fast food and you're in the thick of it, no, well, it's more like stuff can the overlook. It's like you're short-staffed and it's like everyone's coming in at once, you know.
Well, I'm human, and there are times when I think to myself, should I be doing something else? Should I get a high-paying job? But then ultimately it's just not taking a deep breath. I probably fall into the category of if it's not broke, don't fix it. So I just keep tying up with my eyes on the goal, saving more money, and until things change, and I start disliking my job, then I will make a change. I'm always someone who tries to follow my goal as well, so if I hated my job,
You gotta have endurance, and I think I'll leave all of this video here. You gotta have endurance, folks. You gotta have it right up here, in here, and possibly down there if that's the job you do. Anyway, I'm a Blood Knight of the Old Republic of Bloodganistan. Like, share, and subscribe.